When speaking of master builders in the vast tapestry of Middle-earth, no name echoes louder than Durin's folk. Among the 7 houses of the dwarves, the Longbeards, descendants of Durin the Deathless, stand unmatched in their legacy of crafting kingdoms. But their greatness isn't merely about stone walls and shining forges. It's a saga of vision, resilience, and unyielding pride. From the First Age, the dwarves of the Longbeards shaped their world not only with their tools, but also with their unshakable belief in the power of craftsmanship as an extension of their identity. This began with Khazad-dûm, or Moria, founded in the shadow of the Misty Mountains. Durin the first of his name, and often called Durin the Deathless, discovered the Mirrormere and saw a crown of stars reflected in its waters. This vision, according to legend, signified divine favor and foretold the glory that his kingdom would achieve. Khazad-dûm wasn't just a mine or a fortress. It was the epitome of dwarven excellence. By the height of its power in the Second Age, it became the center of Middle-earth's economy, thanks to the discovery of mithril. This precious metal was not only a resource, but also a symbol of their unmatched skill. To extract it, the Longbeards dug deeper than any other race dared, creating a labyrinthine city that seemed to breathe with life. Yet, their architectural genius lay not only in depth, but also in resilience. When the Balrog, later named Durin's Bane, emerged, it spelled disaster. But their architectural accomplishment stood firm, even as other realms of the world crumbled into ruin over the centuries. Another testament to their grandeur was Erebor, the Lonely Mountain. Reclaimed in the Third Age by Thorin Oakenshield, after its occupation by Smaug the Dragon, Erebor symbolized the resilience and adaptability of Durin's folk. Even in exile, Thorin carried the hope of revival, underscoring a crucial element of dwarven greatness, the ability to rebuild and restore. Their skills weren't confined to their own homes. Dwarves crafted for other peoples, notably aiding the Noldor in forging weapons and gems during the First Age and later in Arnor and Gondor. The artistry of Durin's folk extended beyond the physical. Their kingdoms were imbued with a cultural depth. Songs, runes, and stories preserved the soul of their civilization. Gimli's lament for Moria in The Lord of the Rings captures this beautifully, evoking a deep sadness for a world lost yet revered. Their pride in their craftsmanship wasn't vanity. It was a declaration of their belief in permanence amid the fleeting nature of Middle-earth's ages. Durin's folk succeeded not only because of their skill, but because of their unyielding spirit. Every chisel mark, every arched hall, and every rune etched into stone told a story. To understand their greatness, one must look beyond their creations to their philosophy, a steadfast commitment to honor, memory, and endurance. The architectural achievements of Durin's folk cannot be examined without delving into their unparalleled mastery of mining and stonework. While others may have viewed mountains as barriers, the Longbeards saw them as opportunities, blank canvases waiting to be shaped. This mastery wasn't merely about function. It was an art form steeped in deep cultural and spiritual significance. The dwarves believed that stone carried memory, a belief reflected in the intricate carvings and runes that adorned their halls. These runes served not only as markers of craftsmanship, but as records of lineage and events, binding past, present, and future together. Khazad-dûm, at its height during the Second Age, became a trade hub whose influence radiated across Middle-earth. Mithril flowed from its depths, funding alliances with elves and men. Yet this collaboration wasn't always harmonious. The relationship between the dwarves and the Noldor during the First Age illuminates the delicate balance between competition and camaraderie. While the dwarves helped construct the hidden city of Nargothrond and the mighty stronghold of Menegroth, their pride clashed with the elves' own. This tension reached its breaking point with the tale of the Nauglamir, a gem-studded necklace that the dwarves coveted. Its disputed ownership led to bloodshed, a tragic reminder of the price of ambition. And yet, Azul Elysian. Yet the Longbeards were not deterred by loss or exile. Their ability to adapt and rebuild was most evident in their reclamation of Erebor in 2941 of the Third Age. Thorin Oakenshield's journey to reclaim his homeland was not just a fight for treasure, it was a fight for identity. The Lonely Mountain, with its winding corridors and vast treasure halls, stood as a monument to the resilience of Durin's folk. Even after Smaug's desolation, the mountain remained a symbol of hope. Its recovery reinvigorated the scattered remnants of the dwarves, showcasing their determination to rise from the ashes of defeat. After the death of Samoil, the outer world was created. However, the strength of the Longbeards' kingdoms lay not only in their stone and steel, but in their ability to inspire reverence and envy among their contemporaries. The richness of their creations often drew the ire of those who sought their treasures, from dragons like Smaug to the armies of Sauron. During the War of the Last Alliance in the late Second Age, Khazad-dûm played a crucial role as a bastion of resistance against Sauron's encroaching shadow. The dwarves fought not for conquest, but to preserve the sanctity of their realms, which they saw as manifestations of their sacred duty, as children of Aule, the smith of the Valar. Even in their decline, Durin's folk left indelible marks on Middle-earth. Their exodus from Moria following the awakening of Durin's Bane in 1980 of the Third Age did not mark the end of their influence. The craftsmanship of the dwarves persisted in the reforging of Narsil, the sword that cut the One Ring from Sauron's hand. Elrond's reliance on dwarves for such a monumental task underscores the enduring respect for their skills, even among those who might otherwise distrust them. Perhaps their greatest legacy, however, lies in the philosophy embedded within their creations. The dwarves believed that what they built should endure far beyond their own lifetimes, a reflection of their commitment to immortality through craft. This ethos of permanence and resilience is a cornerstone of their greatness, ensuring that even as empires rise and fall, the works of Durin's folk remain timeless reminders of their indomitable spirit. The true genius of Durin's folk lies in the integration of function, beauty, and meaning in their architecture. Their halls weren't merely shelters or places of commerce. They were realms of splendor, where the artistry of their race stood as a testament to their legacy. The doors of Durin, for instance, perfectly encapsulate this fusion. Crafted with elvish collaboration during the friendship between Khazad-dûm and Origeron in the Second Age, the doors bore the marks of both dwarven and elvish craftsmanship. Inscribed with Ithildine, a material that glittered under starlight, they not only served a defensive purpose, but also stood as symbols of unity during a fleeting era of trust between dwarves and elves. This delicate balance of functionality and symbolism ensured that their works would transcend mere utility and become enduring cultural icons. The decline of their kingdoms, often brought on by external forces, further highlights the unshakable will of Durin's folk. Even after the fall of Khazad-dûm to Durin's Bane, their craftsmanship persisted as a memory woven into Middle-earth's very fabric. Gimli's reverence for the glittering caves of Aglarond demonstrates this. Instead of succumbing to despair over what was lost, Gimli envisions a new kingdom, a testament to the undying creativity of the dwarfs. This optimism is integral to their legacy. They continually sought new opportunities to create, even as the world around them changed. In the Fourth Age, Gimli's establishment of a colony at Helm's Deep represents the last known expansion of Durin's folk. Here, they worked alongside men, reinforcing the enduring alliances forged during the War of the Ring. This collaboration marked a profound evolution in their history. Once known for their guarded nature and fierce independence, the dwarves of Durin's line began to embody a spirit of cooperation, adapting to the changing political landscape of Middle-earth while retaining their core identity. But the significance of their kingdoms wasn't solely in what they built. It was in how they influenced the world around them. The richness of their culture, expressed through song and story, carved as deeply into the hearts of Middle-earth's peoples as their chisels did into stone. Gimli's poetic ode to Khazad-dûm and his recounting of dwarven lore to the Fellowship carried the weight of a history that extended far beyond the mere physical remnants of their cities. Even in exile, the dwarves upheld their traditions, ensuring that their legacies endured in memory, if not in stone. Ultimately, the greatness of Durin's folk as kingdom builders rests in their ability to turn adversity into opportunity. From the rise and fall of Khazad-dûm to the reclamation of Erebor, they demonstrated a resilience that was unmatched. Every block of stone laid, every mithril vein mined, and every rune inscribed bore witness to their unyielding commitment to creating something eternal. Only Ethel, the first son and founder of the massacres, helped to bring history to ruin. Through their art, they sought to defy time itself, leaving behind works that whispered the story of their people to those who came after. Durin's folk remind us that greatness isn't merely in what we build, but in the meaning we imbue within it. Their kingdoms weren't just marvels of engineering. They were monuments to perseverance, culture, and the enduring spirit of a people who believed that their creations should outlast the ages. And in this, they succeeded.